Starting our news in this half hour, one of the biggest things that's going on right now in the city of Bakersfield, actually two things that are happening, is the new homeless shelter on the former Calcott property and a special permit for businesses out there to help them, kind of get their businesses kickstarted here as we're starting to come through the COVID-19 pandemic. Joining us right now is Public Information Officer Joe Conroy with the city of Bakersfield. Joe, thanks for being here.
Sure. Thanks for having me, Mike.
So I guess you officially got the keys to Calcott, right?
Yes, we did. The former Calcott site, we closed escrow last week. So we're excited that we're the sole owners of the property now. And we've been doing a lot of work since we made the purchase and made the agreement. Actually, work kind of started back in late February on a lot of things there. There's lots of work that needs to be done in order to turn this former Cotton Collective into a homeless center. And so that's been underway. But now we can fully dive right into that.
Kind of touch on that a little bit, if you would, where we are right now and what people will see as we move forward from today.
Sure. Yeah. So right now we've gotten a new roof on, so that's exciting. The building needed that for us to be able to house people there, and we've got the outside painted. So those are some of the things that people might see if they're driving by or walking by the property. Next, we're working inside as well. We've got a lot of construction going on inside. We're trying to turn some large warehouse spaces where they used to store cotton. We're turning those into dormitories for men, women, and couples. So we're excited that those projects are moving forward. We're also working on adding a full-service laundry and showers as well.
At this point, I know you said you didn't have a hard date as far as opening, but a little projection here. Do you know when it might be ready?
Yeah, we don't have a date exactly yet, but we're shooting for fall of this year, and so far we're still on pace for that. So we're excited. Like I said, things are moving forward, and hopefully they can move forward even faster now that we're fully in possession of the property.
Has there been any challenges due to the coronavirus, or are you just progressing as scheduled?
No, everything's been moving forward as scheduled. All of our contractors and our crews have been working around the clock, and we're still on pace.
Now, speaking of the coronavirus and businesses reopening, and we've seen staggered reopenings across different businesses throughout town. One of the things that people are pointing at is the special permit that Tina Marie's applied for, the first really to do so. Can you talk a little bit about that permit and what it allows businesses to do?
Yeah, so in May, the city council approved the city staff to start issuing COVID-19 special event permits. And these basically, they're very similar to, say you were going to have a parade or some sort of an event, either downtown or somewhere in the city, and you needed to close off a street or a sidewalk. It's a very similar permit. It's only for businesses that need to expand their footprint, so to speak. Restaurants obviously have certain requirements for opening. One of those has to do with limiting the number of people that are in your operation, and that can create a little bit of a hardship for some of these businesses because they may be down to 50% capacity is what they're allowed. So that doesn't necessarily help them. So we wanted to create something that would allow them to expand outside. And what this does is allows them to shut down part of a sidewalk or part of a street for part of the day, and also they can expand into a private parking lot if needed. We waive some of those parking lot requirements for them as well. I actually went by Tina Marie's yesterday and went talk to the owner. They're very excited about it. They launched it this weekend for Father's Day. They thought it was a great time for them, and they set it up for me and showed me because they're only doing it on the weekends right now. They set it up and showed me several tables outside. It's a nice little setup, and they were excited that they were allowed to do this. They're the first ones to be approved and implement this. We have several other businesses that are in the process of getting that approved, and they're working with our staff now.
All right, Joe Conroy, City of Bakersfield. Thank you for your time this morning. Appreciate it.
Sure. Thanks, Mike.